Hey, so Fulshear is not for everyone, and in today's video, I'm going to go over the most common cons or negatives I hear about Fulshear, Texas, so that you can make an informed choice as you narrow down on the various suburbs here in the Houston area. For those of you new here, I'm Danielle. I'm a realtor in the northwest part of Houston, and I mostly specialize in new construction and master plan communities. If this sounds like you and you'd like assistance, feel free to message me. I would love to help you out. One of the main complaints I hear about Fulshear, Texas is that it is growing too fast. In 2020, we had an estimated of 18,000 residents. In 2022, we had 34,000 residents. And as of 2024, we have an estimated of 54,000 residents, and it's still counting. So for those of you doing the math, that is about 186% population increase since the last census in 2022. And this area is growing on average of about 19% annually. So that is a crazy amount of growth for one suburb. One of the major concerns around this and the increase in population is the flood and drainage issues due to the influx of construction. This is not just a Fulshear thing, but this is the suburbs in general. They're growing so rapidly and so fast. There's a lot of concrete and growth, and it's not so much the new master planning communities that are worried about flooding, because the engineers engineer their way out of the floodplain by raising the elevation before they begin building, but it's the older areas of Fulshear and the older neighborhoods that are at risk of flooding with all the new development going on around them. So it is not just the flood and drainage issues that are cause for concern. There's also been some concern about and some complaints about not enough water, or the water pressure being really low in Fulshear due to how many people are coming into the area. So last year in 2023, due to the influx of population, there was a lot of issues with the water in Fulshear, one of it being water pressure issues for older residents because there was so much more development coming into the area. They could not keep up with the water needs of the population. Now, none of my buyers that I've helped move to Fulshear have said anything about this, but if you have bought in Fulshear or you live in Fulshear and this has been a problem, please let everyone know down in the comments what your experience has been. Fulshear was growing so fast last year that the city did consider doing a 120-day pause on letting any new growth or development start while they sorted out how to accelerate these projects to address the rapid growth and the water issues. However, as far as I know, they never actually ended up doing that. But I haven't heard a lot of issues so far this year. So maybe they have gotten it sorted, but it is definitely something to be aware of. As far as the location, you either love it or you hate it. It is pretty far out west, and it does take at least 45 minutes to get downtown from the Fulshear area. Similar to Katy, a lot of people misunderstand what area is actually considered Fulshear. There is the technical city limits, and then there is the Fulshear city jurisdiction, which keeps expanding and will keep expanding as Fulshear grows. And with that comes a lack of commercial development. So there's lots and lots and lots of new construction homes out in this area, but commercial and infrastructure and roads always come secondary. So if you are moving to this area, just expect that it's going to take time for the development to catch up to the population coming to this area. If you are looking for, like I said, a suburb away from the hustle and bustle of Houston, then Fulshear is a great option. As you can see, it's way out here, just kind of a little bit south of Katy. It almost feels like an extension to Katy to me, especially in the Firethorn area. Like I said, it is kind of far out there. It's going to be 45 minutes to downtown. It's going to be over an hour to get to the international airport. Even the medical district is going to take 45 minutes to an hour. Everything from Fulshear feels like at least an hour away, except for the energy corridor. If you work in the energy corridor, this is a great suburb if you want to live in a suburb. And a lot of people that I've helped move to Fulshear pick this area because it's so close to the energy corridor. Of course, another con is the roads. They have worked really hard in the last several years to expand roads and open more highways, and the traffic flow is getting better. But you know, when an area is growing as rapidly as Fulshear, you will expect some construction delays, especially where there is a lot of the commercial happening. That area can get really congested, especially during peak hours. Property tax and cost of living. Because this area is growing fast, the property tax can be higher than average compared to other suburban areas. Of course, the newer the house, the higher the MUD tax is, but on average you can anticipate to pay about 3% in property tax if you are in Fulshear, which is a little higher than average. As of March 2024, the last 90 days, the average 2,500 square foot home cost about $490,000 in Fulshear, compared to other suburbs like Katy, which was $435,000, and of course Cypress was $450,000. This fluctuates. I just did the last 90 days. It's not a significant difference between the three popular suburbs, but currently, as of right now, Fulshear is a little bit more expensive than the other three. And number 4 is the school district. Some of Katy ISD is part of Fulshear, and those houses are pretty much always going to have a premium to them because Katy ISD has been a very long time highly regarded school district, but Lamar ISD is more commonly the school district that will be found in Fulshear, especially with new construction today. Lamar ISD is not a bad school at all. It is currently rated as an A-rated school on HAR. The complaints of Lamar ISD is similar to a lot of the complaints of Fulshear, and that is that it is becoming a little bit overcrowded and growing too rapidly for the amount of people that are moving to the area. So there's also been concerns that they have not even purchased more land to continue making more schools for Lamar ISD. So that is one of the major concerns about this ISD, but overall I think it is a really good school district. Number 5 is the lack of things to do in the area. In Fulshear, you do have all the big box stores. You have Target and Walmart and Costco and the grocery stores. But what Fulshear really lacks, and what a lot of people wish there was more of, is like the town center or shopping centers, similar to Los Otero and Katy or town center in Sugar Land. Right now in Fulshear, you'd have to drive to one of those to get like an area with shopping and restaurants. So that is kind of another downside of Fulshear. I mean, Fulshear does have commercial developments underway, including its own Fulshear Central, which will be 125,000 square foot mixed use space, which is supposedly starting this summer as of 2024 and to open in late 2025. I'm really hopeful that they do get this because this will help Fulshear just come together a lot more. Overall, I think Fulshear is a promising and solid choice when it comes to suburbs within the Houston area, as long as you go in with the expectation that Fulshear is experiencing rapid growth and growing pains, and so with that comes a little bit of construction and a little bit of time for the infrastructure of the area to catch up to the population. Overall, though, it is a great place to live. I've helped a lot of families move there that really like it, so there is definitely reasons why it is the fastest growing area in Texas, but with that does come some cons. If you're moving to the Houston area and would like assistance, feel free to message me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.